to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at St. Mary's Memorial High School to bring you high school football, where the Van Wert Cougars take on the St. Mary's Rough Riders. Tonight's games are brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunities, Minster Bank, Fly Gym, Precision Strip, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwieterman, Carriage Works, Gogi Plumbing and Heating, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and St. Mary's Foundry. I'm Matt Everidge. Beside me today is Ron Cruzy. Ron, we got two teams that's probably not starting out where they thought they was going to at the beginning of the season. St. Mary's coming in 1-2. Flip side, you got the Cougars coming into St. Mary's at 2-1. But St. Mary's, for the first time in 82 seasons, they're at a new field. What do we expect to see for the keys for these two teams?
Well, for Van Wert, the first one is don't give up big plays. St. Mary's keeps pounding the running game, and all of a sudden, here comes a big play. Number two, they need to convert third downs. They need to keep the chains moving. For St. Mary's, the first key is slow down Owen Treese. He's a quarterback, and he leads Van Wert in rushing and the passing yards. And the second key for St. Mary's is running game. The Rough Riders want to control the clock and the game with their running game.
We're getting ready to kick off here. We're down to 1 second left in the pregame. The Rough Riders out there ready to take the field. Brandon Bowers has it lined up, ready to kick, waiting for the whistle here for the opening play on the new turf field here in St. Mary's. Main sponsor for this field is Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Rough Riders kick it down to about the 20-yard line, return to the 26, where they'll take over 1st and 10, will the Cougars.
The Cougars come in with 399 yards rushing for the season. That averages out to 133 yards a game. Passing-wise, 525 yards for the season. Comes out to 175 yards average per game.
Yeah, Owen Treese, he's going to be the starting quarterback here. Good numbers so far on the year. We'll see if he can continue with that against this defensive backfield that's pretty strong for the Rough Riders this year. Treese in the shotgun. Ball snaps, roll out on a waggle right. Overthrows his man out of bounds, so Rough Riders holding good on first down.
Treese comes into the game, 5 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions, and they start 4 wide receivers. Connor Pratt, number 3, TJ Reynolds, number 12, Ian Cohen, number 5, and Tanner Barnhart, number 11.
Rough Riders back up. Run up the middle. Rough Riders, 2 of them grab him and take him down. They tried to do a counter in the O-hole. Give that tackle to number 10 for the Rough Riders. Trey Fisher in on his first tackle. Trey, a 2-year letterman for St. Mary's.
Riders did a good job plugging up the middle that time. No room for the Van Wert runner. And I think that was Levi Newell, number 25. He's a starter at tailback.
Puts on that 3rd and 9 or 3rd and 11, make it. Rolling out to the left, looking for an open receiver. Almost picked off by St. Mary's, and that's going to be a 3 and out for the Rough Rider defense.
That was one of the keys of the game. Make sure you convert third down opportunities for the Cougars. They didn't get the job done that series.
Only 13 returning lettermen for the Rough Riders this year. Very much a sophomore-led team. Number 12 and number 7 for the Rough Riders will be back to return this. So Dylan Troglin.
And Ty Hall is the other one, number 12.
Yeah, Hall, a 2-year letterman for St. Mary's.
The punter for Van Wert is Peyton McAlpine.
It'll be controlled by Howell. Has a nice opening up the middle, breaks one. Tackled at the 50 by number 68, or I'm sorry, 65. So give that tackle to Keegan Hammonds for Van Wert. St. Mary's will take up on the right side of the field for them on Van Wert territory already. 1st and 10 on the 49.
And you'll see Kevin Bupp at quarterback, Ethan Wenning at running back, along with Ty Schlosser. He's a one you got to watch for. Very powerful runner for the Rough Riders.
St. Mary's out in their traditional wing tee. Going to do a counter right to the left side. Nice broke tackle. Howell running down, still on his feet. Big play for the Rough Riders. Fumbles, though, at the last minute. They're going to call him down, though, at the 12-yard line. So big gain for the Rough Riders.
That's a big break there for the Rough Riders. Howell, they called him down before he fumbled.
33-yard run to start the game for the Rough Riders. That was one of the keys, too. They didn't want to give up the big plays to St. Mary's. St. Mary's already pushing in. Just a quick dive by number 29. That'll be Hunter Fraley. So put it 2nd and 8 for the St. Mary's. Down at the 11. Ron St. Mary's looking good compared to what they have done here in the first 3 games of the year.
Yeah, the way to start it off, give it to Howell and let him run. He's probably one of the faster kids on the Rough Riders team, if not the fastest.
Again, a trap play right up the middle for St. Mary's. Picks up another 4 yards. Going to give them a 3rd and short. That's what St. Mary's looks to do, 3-4 yards per play. So that puts them down at the 7. They need to get to the 3.5. So a long 4 for St. Mary's. Play brought in. Under center is Bupp. Bupp again with the counter off to the left. Cut back, and that's going to be wide open field. Cuts it in and good. Ty Howell with a touchdown for the Rough Riders. Give them 6 on their opening drive, Ron.
Nice piece of running there by Howell. Changed directions probably 2 or 3 times before he found pay dirt.
You know, you're looking around, this is not Skip Bachman Stadium anymore, but the noise is here. You hear the bells. You're definitely at a St. Mary's Rough Rider football game. Put down, kick up, and good, and that is a 7-0 lead for the St. Mary's Rough Riders here. They're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll take one as well here on NKTelco Sports.
In the Grand Lake Health System, great health care is about creating a personalized experience. We're here for you at every stage of your life, to care for you with compassion and courtesy, to support you with an honest approach that values communication and actively seeks your collaboration, to treat you in a safe, welcoming environment where quality and service always come first, to create truly grand experiences. For more, visit grandlakehealth.org/grandexperience.
Welcome back to a Grand Lake Health Systems production here with NKTelco Sports. St. Mary's leads 7-0, Ron.
Yeah, and one thing we've noticed is Schlosser is not in the lineup. We see him down on the sidelines in street clothes and a wrap on his left knee. So we were unaware of that. We apologize for mentioning his name earlier. We thought he would be a starter, but obviously he's not going to play tonight.
Yeah, he's leading the Riders in rushing this year. 58 rushes, 287 yards. No touchdowns. His longest run, 21 yards. St. Mary's kicks it deep again. Picked up right on the 2. Cougars coming up through the middle. Going to be tackled by a gang of Rough Riders. We'll give it to number 4. So Lucas Walter in there on that tackle, along with number 20, Ross Henchen.
So that the absence of Schlosser hurts them offensively because he's their leading running back, but he's also one of their main linebackers.
Yeah, exactly. On the flip side of that, I don't have his stats on me right now. We'll get back to that, but yeah, he is one of the mainstays on the Rough Riders on going both directions. So back in the shotgun again is number 7, Owen Treese. Not a quarterback you want to let warm up, so we'll see if the Rough Riders don't try to get in there and slow this down. Going to be a draw right up the middle with Treese. 1, 2, 3 riders on him. Going to be finished off by number 7, Dylan Troglin again. Main tackle by number 43 for the Rough Riders, Brandon Paul.
And we should mention that that rider touchdown is brought to you by St. Mary's Foundry.
Yep, new sponsor for our touchdowns here on NKTelco Sports. So give Treese 12 yards on the gain down to the 35 on the Cougars' own 35. Again, spread them out. Going to be a dive right up the middle for 3. The Rough Riders bend, not breaking at this point. Tackle by number 17 and number 77. So Fultz and Turner combining for the tackle. The Rough Riders doing a good job of getting at least 2 bodies on the runners at a time.
Right, and that was Jake Hillary carrying that football. He's a 6'2", 205-pound senior for the Cougars. So pretty big running back there going against the Riders.
Again, Treese back in the shotgun, going to do another dive. Riders not giving any ground on that one. He'll be taken down with just a short gain by a gang of tacklers. Finishing him off is going to be number 10, Trey Fisher.
And I think Brandon Paul, also number 43, was in on that tackle.
So Pratt, Reynolds, Cohn, and Barnhart all out wide right now for the Cougars. Kind of looks like a type of run and shoot in a sense, but now they're just 5 wide. See if the Rough Riders can't stop them here. That's going to be another pass. Oh, nearest one was a Rough Rider. So defended by number 8 for St. Mary's, Fishball, Carson Fishball. That'll bring on another punt, we assume, on a 4th and 4 from their 41.
So another good job by the Rider defense, 3 and out.
So Troglin and Howell go back. They ended up switching sides this time for the return, so we'll see which one of them picks it off here. On the first run back, Howell got a nice 20-yard gain, took it down to the 49 for St. Mary's to start in Cougar territory. Kicked over again to Howell. Good contact, nice tackle by number 12 for the Cougars. Nice job stepping in there, so give TJ Reynolds a tackle on the special teams. Rough Riders will come out and take over on their own 30, 1st and 10. Bupp is a threat to pass, Ron. I mean, he does have decent numbers on the year as far as quarterbacks goes. He's got 6 completion on 13 attempts for 106 yards. No interceptions so far this year, as long 52. So another dive play for St. Mary's for nothing. That's number 29.
And that's Hunter Fraley, a 6-foot, 195-pound junior. So you're going to see him get more carries tonight. You'll also see Howell get more carries than usual.
He ran right into Colin Place, and Place grabbed him and wrapped him up, took him down. So 2nd down and 10 for the Rough Riders at their own 30. Another counter off to the left side. Van Wert there, maybe a loss of a yard. Number 6 running the ball is going to be Ethan Wedding. So Wedding taken down for a loss of 1. St. Mary's where they don't want to be, 3rd and long. So 3rd and 11 for St. Mary's from their own 29.
Wedding, a 6-foot, 195-pound junior.
St. Mary's does play with 2 quarterbacks. We have Bupp starting tonight. Gavin Reinecke is also a quarterback for St. Mary's. Wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get some time tonight throughout the game. Just depends on how it goes. Going to do a sweep off to the left. St. Mary's got a little bit of open field, turns it, cuts it, and that's going to be a 1st down just across the 40. So Ty Howell with another good run, quickly up to 50 yards or over 50 yards for rushing for him in this game, Ron.
Yeah, and we've noticed he's left-handed, and we've already noticed he likes to go to his left. Not to say he can't go the right, but obviously he's more comfortable going left.
Well, when it comes to a lefty like that, no matter what it is, it seems like it's harder to defend them because you're always used to dealing with people with it right-handed in most of these events. So Rough Riders again dive right off the right-hand side, far side of the field, pick up a 3.
And that was Wedding.
So Wedding again with 3 yards, give him 4. Up to the 44, 2nd and 6. I really like the yardsticks the Rough Riders have here at the school because it gives you a number of yards to the first down. That's the first time I've ever seen those.
Yeah, I've seen them lit up on the down marker, but not the how many yards to go.
Definitely makes it a little bit nicer. Howell looking for the opening on the right-hand side. Loses about a half a yard, so he's getting up a little slow. Tackled by number 54, Parker Conrad. Conrad, one of the wide receivers and defensive backs for Van Wert. Got a timeout on the field. While we do that, we'll go ahead and we'll thank our sponsors real quick.
We have American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Clyde Gym, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, SecureCom, Cargill, The Spot, St. Henry Bank, St. Mary's Foundry, Wagner's IGA, Wayne Trail, and we already said the touchdown sponsors, St. Mary's Foundry. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replay is sponsored by Winners Meats, and the player of the game will be sponsored by NKTelco. And we always have the scoreboard sponsored by First National Bank.
So outside linebacker, Keegan Hammonds, he's going to go ahead and step off the field, get a little bit of help from the training staff as St. Mary's comes up facing a 3rd and 6 from the 43.5-yard line. Going to need 6, maybe 7 yards here to get the first. It's going to be swung around again by Wedding. He's going to be hit by 2, tackled there. Give the tackle to number 58 and number 54. So it'd be Colin Dunn and Parker Conrad again. Called Conrad's name a couple of times already, and the Rough Riders are going to have to face their first punt. Back to punt for St. Mary's again is going to be Brandon Bowers. He takes care of all the kicking for St. Mary's. Up front is Ethan Wedding. So.
And for Van Wert is the quarterback back to receive that punt, Owen Treese.
Treese picks it up on a bounce. Hauled down by the Rough Riders there at the 28 by number 10. So Trey Fisher with another tackle. Fisher playing the defensive line for St. Mary's. Good job getting down the field, getting the tackle. So it's going to be 1st and 10. The Cougars at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
Cougars just been unable to move the football no matter what they do. They've been stuffed in the running game, and the passing game, no connection there.
More conventional set now, only 3 receivers out. They're going to go for a dive up the middle. Ball down on the ground, picked up by Treese, and he's going to gain 3. So good job recollecting the fumble.
He's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars.
You know, Rough Riders unable to get down to the ball. Give that tackle to number 77, Hunter Foltz. So Foltz with the tackle. Missed opportunity by St. Mary's. Here we are, game 4 of the year. St. Mary's has yet to get a fumble, which is very odd for the defensive-oriented team. That's going to be a run by Treese right up the middle. Going to get a first, and he's got running room. Nice pick block out of bounds at the 40, but give that to number 11.
Yeah, he's run out of bounds by Ty Howell just on a simple quarterback draw that time. Opened up the middle and away he went.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a replay of this or not, but Tanner Barnhart, he absolutely controlled his blocker from the 50 all the way down to the 40. Nice job of blocking out there by the receivers. Just don't catch the ball. You're also a defender and a blocker. So Van Wert's got it moving on the 39 of St. Mary's. Nice little push up ahead. Again, tackled by number 17, or I'm sorry, 77 for St. Mary's. That'll be Shobe with the tackle. I'm sorry, Hunter Foltz.
Another gain of about 3 yards brings up 2nd and 7 for the Cougars. And they have not kicked a field goal all year, so they're probably in 4-down territory.
Yeah, I'd say both teams, anything inside the 40, you're going for it. First completed pass, and that's going to be out for a gain of 6 to number 12, TJ Reynolds. So Reynolds makes a catch of 6 yards, going to make it 3rd and 2.
Just a nice quick out. And they picked up 6 yards on it. So
yeah, I look for a dive straight up the middle. They found a weak spot in the St. Mary's defensive line. They've been exploiting on these short runs, trying to follow his runner in. I don't know if you really...
He actually handed it off.
Once they hit the line, that was really a strange... whole lot of room for mistakes there.
Yeah, it almost looked like, well, we're going to get tackled, so you take it.
You take it. So give it to number 12. That'd be TJ Reynolds, a first down run of 3 yards, takes it down to the St. Mary's 29. So 1st and 10 at the 29 of the Rough Riders. The Cougars are looking to tie this up.
And they're doing a good job mixing their play calling up. They've been running on first down the last couple of times, so we'll see what they do on this first down opportunity.
Saying fast clock moving too, under 3 minutes already in the first quarter, and there's a flag, first flag of the game. It's going to be a delay of game on Treese, so take them back 5. And
boy, they didn't need that. They've been moving the ball in short increments, and now they're going to need a big play here sometime.
Yeah, football is definitely, I don't want to say it's momentum driven, but it's one of those, it's consistent driven. So you got to be consistent on what you're doing, and 5 yards for running teams, that's a lot of yards. Trey right up the middle again. He's going to be hemmed in, and he gets free, breaks free, going inside, and that's going to be another first down to this 14.
A couple of missed tackles there right at the line of scrimmage, but finally he's hauled down by number 7, and that's Dylan Troglin.
Yeah, broken tackle by Adam Turner and by Wyland McCollum. He broke both of their tackles and gained another 16. Run up the middle again for 3 is the Cougars. Number 16 running the ball, Jake Hillary.
So it brings up 2nd and 7.
Seems like Hunter Foltz, let me correct that, and Trace Mabry, number 59, they're holding the left side pretty well. It's just the opposite on the other two. That's going to be a shovel pass up front, and that's going to take them down for a 3rd down and 2.
That was a nice play. They had the Rider defense going to the far side of the field following the football, and all of a sudden he pitches it back in on the shovel pass, and they got some good yardage off of it. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rough Riders trying to get the fans into it. You're starting to hear the cowbells roll. Treese looking back for the call, down to 13 seconds left on the play clock. Down to 7. Ball snap, handed off right up the middle. Going to be a first down and a touchdown. Touchdown for the Cougars. Give that run, I believe it was number 7, I'm not for sure.
I think it was number
16.
16, yeah.
So 16, Jake Hillary with his first score of the night. Leaves the Cougars down by 1, 7-6, with 1:10 left on this quarter. We'll see if they can convert the extra point.
Peyton McAlpine is the kicker, and he's 7-for-11 on PATs. There you saw the replay. Good effort there.
This is an opportunity for the Rough Riders maybe to steal a point. They kick it up, and the kick is good. We are tied up 7-7 here in the first quarter. We'll be right back after a break here on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Schwiedemann pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field here in St. Mary's. Ron, Cougars, nice little drive there to tie it up 7-7.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get down the field, and other than that penalty, set them back just a little bit, but one play and boom, they got the first down, and then they drove it in.
McAlpine with the kick, going to be picked up there by the Rough Riders. Howell still pushing, takes it out to the 33 where the Riders will take over, 1st and 10. Saying both teams have a nice sustained long drive. Van Wert's a little bit longer than St. Mary's, but 2 running teams like this, I don't think we're going to be here very long tonight with that clock just running.
Yeah, Van Wert was unable really to convert some passes, so they went to the running game, and even a couple passes they did convert were short passes, so more like a run on the outside.
Another counter by Howell, picking up 6, or I'm sorry, giving 4. They're going to call it 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5 now for St. Mary's. Coming in with the play is going to be number 9, Gavin Reinecke. Reinecke playing receiver for St. Mary's as well. Yet to see a pass out of the Rough Riders. I think as long as it's a close game, you're going to see running on both parts. Looks like some movement on the St. Mary's side. They got away with that.
So again, it's Wedding to the right side for a short pickup.
That's normally where you'd see Slosher running up the right. Coming in now is going to be number 27, Ethan Freewalt with the play. Coming out is Reinecke. Long-standing tradition in St. Mary's. Receivers calling the play, bringing it in. It's going to be a pass.
A little screen pass.
Screened out. Holding's call is going to go against the Rough Riders. It's going to null and void this big run. And it looks like another flag thrown. But taking it back, Ethan Wedding with a nice catch. Gain of about 45, but it's going to come back. Looks like we have a block in the back, and we have a holding. 3 flags on the field.
That play was really well designed. It just wasn't executed properly with the holding and the block in the back.
Yeah, where the flag's lying, this does not look good for the Rough Riders. Our only hope at this point is that the penalty is offset. Holding on St. Mary's.
And with a team that likes to run, that's the worst thing that can happen to you.
We'll repeat 3rd down, take the Rough Riders back. They're taking it back 10 from the spot of the foul, so.
Oh, yeah.
17-yard penalty, going to be 3rd down and Lake Michigan for Ohio.
Yeah,
or I mean for St. Mary's. They're going to take a timeout. We'll go ahead and we'll go over our sponsors here at this time.
American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, SecureCom, Cargill, The Spot, St. Henry Bank, St. Henry's Foundry, Wagner's IGA, Wayne Trail. The TD sponsors St. Mary's Foundry. Keys to the Game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replay sponsors Winners Meats. Player of the Game NKTelco. Scoreboard sponsors First National Bank. And that ends the first quarter.
Yep, we're going to be coming back. We do want to thank Grand Lake Health Systems. They're the primary sponsor for these productions through NKTelco. We are at Grand Lake Health Systems Field here in St. Mary's, where the Cougars and the Rough Riders They're all tied up 7-7.
We're pleased to announce the following. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503.
Pass by St. Mary's, caught, and it's going to be a hook and ladder. And it's down for 20, 25, 27 yards for the Rough Riders.
I think
and
that was
a
fishball.
nice play. Fishball, check, tossing it back to 20.
No, fishball's the one that got it down the sideline. I'm not sure who tossed it to him here.
Just nice
we'll see it on the
execution.
replay here.
Ball caught and passed, so give it up to the other quarterback for St. Mary's, number 9, Gavin Reinecke. Hook and ladder all the way.
Yeah, Reinecke with the catch and then the lateral. And you can see those games Friday, September 20th at 11 p.m. and Sunday, September 22nd at 4 p.m. You can also watch the games on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.com.
Bup, back to pass, and he's just going to roll out and run with it. That's 10 yards, and he's still going.
And he's loose.
He's loose down the side, up at the middle, and that's going to be a face mask on top of it. So give up a nice 36-yard run down to the 14. I think they got away without calling the face mask.
I did not see the flag, so evidently he got him on the shoulder pad or the helmet.
I apologize for that. Definitely seen his head jerk. You think that they would be able to see that from down on the field, but then again, he was 10 yards ahead of every referee. Nice run by Bupp. St. Mary's in business down to the 14, 1st and 10. Traditional trap right up the middle. Nice run by number 29 for St. Mary's, Hunter Fraley. So it's going to be 1st and goal, Rough Riders on the 4.
So Van Wert wanted to avoid the big plays, and we just saw 2 of them in a row right there.
And it's kind of funny if you think about it with the Rough Riders. They both came off passes. That was a broken pass play. But give it to St. Mary's, mixing it up. Wedge right up the middle, nice quarterback sneak. Up another 2 yards, 3 yards, give him 1 more of those, and the Rough Riders should be up.
And that's what happens a lot. You know, you play a running team like St. Mary's, and they just pound with the running game, and then all of a sudden, here comes the pass or a trick play, so to speak, and boom, touchdown.
Another push, see which one of them's in the trenches, and that's going to be a stand-up touchdown for number 2. Kurt Buff in the end zone for the Rough Riders, and the score 13-7.
So that's a St. Mary's Foundry touchdown for the Riders.
The Bubs and the Dine family here from St. Mary's have been with the Foundry for years, so it's kind of fitting that a Bup takes it in for the end zone for one of those. Points up, good, and St. Mary's leads here.
Now, it was Henry Spencer with the extra point.
So the score 14-0 here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. We'll take a break here as well on NKTelco Sports.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
All right, St. Mary's back on the field. Ball going to be placed down by Brandon Bowers on the kick. Back to receive the ball deep is going to be number 6, Ian Place. And number 11, Tanner Barnhart. I think I'd be kicking it away from Barnhart at this point if I was St. Mary's. And that's what they do. That's a nice kick for a high school kid. That
landed on the goal line there.
That is a 60-yard kickoff. That's college level there. So the Rough Riders taking the field on defense. Rough Riders front line on defense looking like Trace Mabry, Number 77, Hunter Foltz. Number 10, Trey Fisher.
And number 13, Wyland McCullum.
So couldn't quite make out the last number. I think they're going to have to get us all bifocals up here, Ron. What do you think?
Yeah, or binoculars or something.
I mean, granted, this is the first experience we've had here at the new Rough Rider Field, but it is a nice little setup they got over here at St. Mary's on the turf. Going to be a swing pass out. That was well received by St. Mary's' defense. Give the tackle to number 97, Blake Knorr. So Knorr with the tackle.
Knorr plays both ways, very highly recruited young man.
He plays tight end and defensive line. 2-year letterman here in St. Mary's, getting his 3rd letter this year. Senior graduate.
6'4", 260-pound senior.
Well, that is definitely that's a big boy. Going to be another quarterback keeper right up the middle for a draw. Going to pick up 3. Going to make it 3rd down and 2. Make it 3rd and 3 for the Cougars. So Treese with another run right up the middle.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Maybe the quarterback draw, maybe a quick pitch outside. The playbook's open on 3rd and 2. They've had some success with a quarterback draw.
Riders in a 5-2 defense, playing to the weak side. There, another linebacker drops back, doing another pass play, and that's going to be caught. And nice hit, nice, well played by St. Mary's number 8 Carson Fishball, and Treese complete again on a pass.
That was a nice route there, run by number 12.
T.J. Reynolds.
T.J. Reynolds, yeah, he got beyond the first down marker, and Treese hit him right on the numbers.
Down to 8:34 in the second quarter. If you're just joining us, 14-7, St. Mary's up on a Kurt Bupp run for 2 yards for a touchdown. Treese back, trying to bring the Cougars back. Long-standing WBL foes here. Van Wert trying to spoil St. Mary's' opening night, and that's going to be another 9 yards right up the middle.
Yeah, they faked the jet sweep there, and Treese kept it, and the middle was open, and that's where he went.
It looks like an RPO out there, run pass option, and they just sent it right up the middle. So 2nd and 1 for the Cougars. It's a good opportunity for them, though. If they want to put a ball down deep, they could do it here. Not many times you get an opportunity when it's 2nd down and 1. That's what it looks like they're going to do. They go deep, and that's going to be nice job stepping in front of that.
Fishball breaking up the pass.
And Fishball with a real nice job defending number 11 on that, Tanner Barnhart.
Carson Fishball, 6'1", 185-pound senior.
St. Mary's might need to stack up over top of Mabry and Knorr here, just get a little bit more help in there on the linebacker side, because it's going to come up the middle, and that's where it's at, and that's where they went. Nice job by the Rough Riders, stacking them up there, making it a 4th and 1. I just can't see going for it on your own 40, Ron, only down by 7.
Yeah, that would be a stretch, the way the Rough Riders moved the ball in the last possession.
It don't look like there's much movement coming out. And here comes the kicker. I think this is a good call by Coach Recker. He's going to go ahead and send out his kicking unit. Although this could be an opportunity for a fake, so look for St. Mary's to stay home on this.
That would be pushing it if they try a fake.
I know they went for the, or they could have went for the block on the outside. There is nobody touching the guy running in. Short little kick and takes a bounce for the Cougars. Looks like it's going to go out of bounds right around the 30. Put it on the 29, so the Rough Riders will take over there on the 29-yard line, leading 14-7 with 6:46 left in the second half. Offense already out on the field.
So we'll see once what St. Mary's can do here with 6:46 left in the first half. if they can put up a long drive, they can pretty much run the half out, and they could top it off with a score. That would be a big momentum boost going into halftime.
Absolutely would. St. Mary's had the ball first, so Van Wert will get the ball first in the second half, and here comes a flag.
Way back from about 20 yards back.
And we got a Rough Rider coming off with missing his helmet. They're going to tell him to stay in, so that's going to be hands to the face on the defense, I would imagine. Looks like a helmet was removed by the defensive player. So face mask on Van Wert. St. Mary's player number 62, Riley Swigert, 1-year letterman. That's going to be another 15 for the Rough Riders, giving it to him 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So that puts St. Mary's in great field position there, right at.
So when you see the big uglies missing a helmet, that means somebody's head got grabbed.
Yeah.
St. Mary's back in the wing tee, going to do a counter over to the right. Nice little gain there that time by number 6, Wedding.
A couple of the offensive linemen, number 50, Devin Shannon, 52, Stash Patterson, 56, Logan Allen, 62, Riley Swigart, and 76, Brian Ward are some of the numbers I caught earlier out there on the offensive line. We need to give those guys credit, the way the Riders are moving the football.
Now, there's a couple of holes big enough, Ron, that I think me and you could get through them, so that's pretty good.
We might get through them, but we're not going very far.
I don't think I'd want to. Nice little run right up there by Gavin Reinecke, number 9, getting his first touch of the night. Reinecke just 150 pounds, but small back, and it can be hard to find him. He was part of that hook and ladder that we seen earlier in the game. Again, if you're just joining us, 5:24 left in the second period. I'm Matt Evers. Beside me, Ron.
See once what they do here. Here's a sweep to the right side, and that's looked like fishball with the carry.
Sorry about that, Ron. Cruzy beside me. I think I swallowed a bug there.
That was number 6, Ethan Wedding.
So Wedding with a nice run. They're holding it up. Another flag on the field.
Looks like a holding penalty against the Riders, and that's going to put them back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That was kind of what sparked them when they was 3rd and 20 when they did that hook and ladder. So we'll see what this takes them to. Looks like we have a timeout on the field.
So 3rd down, and they're marching that back to about the 41. So they got a long way to go, 17 yards for the first down.
All right, well, they got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to St. Mary's, Ohio. Grand Lake Health Productions here at Grand Lake Health Field in St. Mary's. Number 12 for Van Wert, TJ Reynolds getting assistance off. He's one of their key players, Ron.
Yeah, and that holding penalty really slowed down this drive.
But back to pass. Has it back, and there's a wall. If he can step away from one, Wedding unable to escape, and he's going to be tackled with no gain. So St. Mary's going to give it back to the Cougars with 4:50 left on the clock. Going back deep is going to be their Treese, their quarterback.
We'll see if Brandon Bowers can come up with a kick here. Trying to kick it. Well, he averages 29 yards, so probably not going to get it inside the 20 unless they have it bounce.
See how he does on punting. The kickoff was a real good kickoff. That's going to be a bounce in, and it's going to keep rolling for the Rough Riders. Down to the 12-yard line.
So a good job there.
That's 2 good kicks we've seen him have on the kickoff and on the punt.
That's kind of a line drive. They couldn't field it on the fly, and so he got the benefit of the roll.
Yeah, on the punting, Brandon Bowers, 12 punts, 356 yards, averaging 29.7. 50 is his long. So a nice punt there to help those stats go up as the Cougars come out with 4:15 left on the clock. Treese back in the shotgun. Kind of looked like a West Coast offense out here. Back to pass. He's getting flushed, and that's going to be a sack.
I think that was Fisher who got him from the backside.
Yeah, 2-year letterman Trey Fisher with the sack. First sack of the game. Going to make it 2nd down and 17.
Yeah, Fisher showing some speed back there behind the line. Came from the,
here's your replay.
Right in there. Chased him down. There he goes.
Nice job of trying to swipe at the ball, see if he can't get a fumble.
Treese just about fumbled that ball. He did bobble it, but he recovered it.
The Cougars are at the point on the field right now. They need no mistakes. If they give the Rough Riders a safety here, this crowd will go nuts. He's going to go right up the middle, and he's going to be tackled. Look for a timeout from St. Mary's with 3 of them still remaining. No timeout called. Clock still moving. Fisher looking over, asking, should we call the timeout? Should we call the timeout?
Nice play there by McCullum.
Crowd getting in at 3rd down and 14. We've seen Van Wert capable, though, of passing yards over 12 or over 20. So see what Fisher can dial up here, or Treese can dial up here. Long, deep pass and overshot. I don't know if I would have done that.
That was well covered there by Fishball. It was overthrown, so nobody could get a hand on it.
I mean, I don't want to step on toes or, Coach Ricker there, he could have took another 40 seconds off the clock just by running the ball, but now he's going to give St. Mary's the ball back with 2:53.
Well, I think the case there was we're going to throw it long. If we get it, fine. Could be interference. Things could happen there. Or if it's intercepted, it's like a long punt.
Yeah, St. Mary's on the defensive side has been pretty stout here tonight. Only giving up the 7 points. That's going to be punted away, and that's going to be an ugly punt. And fumbled by the Rough Riders, and the Cougars give it back up to the Cougars. So fumble on the play by number 10. Trey Fisher with the fumble, and that's going to give the Cougars a nice 30-yard pickup. Cougars will take over right at the 40.
The replay of that. That was number 7.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Bad call. Dylan Troglin unable to hole in the ball, and that's going to be a fumble for the Rough Riders. Give it to the Cougars. 1st and 10 right at the 40. Still 2:46 left on the clock. Well, Coach Recker's looking like a genius now.
It turned out
saved
okay
that 40 seconds.
Yeah.
Treese back, hands it off right up the middle. They got an opening out the side. 14, 15-yard gain down to the Rough Rider 45.
He's chased down by Lucas Walter, a 6'1", 185-pound senior for the Riders.
Walter's nice job on the tackle. That's going to be TJ Reynolds again. He was one of the ones injured, and looks like we have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well here on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Welcome back to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are in St. Mary's where the Cougars are starting to drive here. 2:38 left. Treese with the pass. Quick pass in. Nice job picked up by number 8 again. Fishball. Fishball, man on an island out there in the flat.
Yeah, it picked up a nice about 11 yards. So the clock stops on the first down. Now it starts.
So the Cougars with a nice little drive here given to them on a fumble by St. Mary's.
They're taking a lot of time getting a play in.
Yeah, down to 19 seconds, 17-16 on the play clock. You'd like to see that a lot quicker, especially for high school players. They're going to pass again out to the flat. St. Mary's just giving up too much cushion on the outside.
Yeah, St. Mary's going to have to make an adjustment there. You might look for them to make a double move out there just to keep your eye on that.
And the defensive end's just not getting back. It's like the defensive end rushed on that play, so there was nobody back to cover the flat except for Fishball.
The cornerback was playing off of him, and he didn't have any help in front, so he's going to have to be careful.
So the Rough Riders, they really tightened up on the first touchdown when they got inside the 20. We'll see if they're able to do that here, down to 2:06. Run right up the middle. Rough Riders collapse that, only give up 1. So 2nd and 9.
Takes us under the 2-minute mark. So right now they got plenty of time inside the 20 on the 19. They don't want to give the ball back to the Riders with time on the clock is the ultimate goal.
Ron, you know, the Cougars have been a foe of the Rough Riders for a long time, but just looking at this stadium and the way its stands are built and everything's put together, I can't wait to watch a Rough Rider Walpole game or a Rough Rider Salina game here where the two rivals come to town. It'll definitely be some exciting stuff to watch. Pass swung out over to the flat on a waggle, and that's going to be down to the 15. Clock's going to continue to run.
That's going to make it third down and about 5 to go. And that was Ty Howell.
So the clock's running down to 1:06. Like you said earlier, Van Wert has not kicked a field goal all season. So see if the Rough Riders can put them in the 4th down territory here. Ron, you're going to have to make that call. I can't see around it.
They got 2 opportunities if they need it. Now they're taking more time. Now they're timeout called by the Cougars. So
all right, we'll go ahead and take one as well here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to St. Mary's, Ohio. Grand Lake Health Systems production here in St. Mary's. Ron, we've seen a great first half of football.
yeah, we have. Both teams, we've seen a little bit of everything. Hook and lateral, we've seen that go for a big gain. We've seen a long run by the Rough Riders. And for Van Wert, in their one scoring drive, we saw some nice plays by them. Quarterback draws, a little bubble screen, things like that. So we've seen just about everything here. So 3rd down, and here go the Cougars.
Well, the bells are ringing. We'll see what St. Mary's dials in here on defense. 2 men out wide, both of them just on an island. That's going to be a run right up the middle, and the Rough Riders are going to meet him and stop and ball out.
Fumble.
And we'll see if the Rough Riders got it, and they're excited, and it looks like it's the first fumble of the year for the Rough Riders.
They got it.
Nice job of stopping the Cougars, taking the ball back. Turnovers even up, and first down Rough Riders with 40 seconds left, protecting that 7-point lead. Here's your replay, Ron.
There's a quarterback draw again. Fumbles definitely before he got down.
I give that to number 4. Lucas Walter comes through with the fist and just knocks the ball out. I imagine St. Mary's will just take a knee here.
Yeah, they're not going to get fancy, I don't think, down there and take a chance. They're, according to the First National Bank, I think first scoreboard, 14-7. I think they'd be happy to go in the locker room with that lead.
So the Rough Riders under center, Bupp hands it out, counter, and that could open up. Give Wedding a nice little run for 4, and the clock continues to tick down to 30 seconds.
And that's going to be the last play of the first half.
Rough Riders looking to huddle. Coming in is going to be number 97, Blake Knorr.
Well,
he just looks like a man amongst boys out there. I mean, that is a big kid.
Spoke too soon. They're going to run one more.
So the Rough Riders got Bupp under center, going to hand it off again. Swung out wide. Ran by Ty Howell for another gain of 3, and that's going to take us to the half with the Rough Riders leading here 14-7. We'll be right back with halftime stats after a break from our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Welcome back to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We're going to hand you over to Ron Cruzy, and Ron, he'll give you the halftime stats.
Rushing-wise, Van Wert, 111 yards. St. Mary's, 137 yards rushing. Passing, 47 yards. That's 7 of 12 for Van Wert. For St. Mary's, 2 of 2 passing for 32 yards. Total yards, 158 for Van Wert, 169 for St. Mary's. Both teams with 1 turnover. Penalties, both teams with 2 penalties. Van Wert for 20 yards and St. Mary's for 29. So the numbers very, very even so far in this game.
So as the points 14-7, St. Mary's will receive. Got a trio of receivers back to get this kick from Van Wert doing the kickoff. Their kicker, Peyton McAlpine. Short kick fielded up tight by the Rough Riders. So the Rough Riders getting a decent position, starting at looks like the 23. So St. Mary's 1st and 10, start of the 3rd quarter here. I'm Matt Everidge, beside me, Ron Cruzy, and Ron, I expect probably to see a lot of what we've seen before, a couple explosive plays and just a drag-out fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody has to make real big adjustments, if maybe on the interior line adjustments maybe.
Yep.
There's Howell again showing his speed to the left.
That's exactly how St. Mary's opened up the game. They had a nice burst by Howell. So give Howell a nice gain of about 16 yards. And that'll move the Rough Rider ball out to the 36.
That might be an indication we're going to see more of Ty Howell.
Yeah, with Slosher out, and I think he's still just wearing a shirt.
Yeah,
Wedding coming up on the other side. One man to beat. Nice stiff arm, and he rolls back in. That was a nice run by Wedding. Wasn't going to go out of bounds.
I was told at halftime Schlosser hurt his knee in last week's game, and it's pretty serious as far as knees go, ACL and some other things going on in there. So he very well could be done for the season if that's true.
Well, with Slosser being a senior, it's nice to see him just stay on the sideline there, be a team player, and help the team build. St. Mary's with a counter right up middle. And that's going to not go for very much. Number 29, Tyler or Hunter Fraley.
That makes you feel really bad for Schlosser. A good kid, does everything, puts a lot of time into it. Great pole vaulter.
I believe Scott was his father. He was a running back for the Riders back in the late 80s, 89, 90, 88, 89.
Yeah, his name's in the record books.
I've been hit by him once or twice since he was a freshman, sophomore.
Just too bad a senior like that puts all that time in and all of a sudden it's gone.
Another big run, another one. He's wide. He's going to cut it back around number 11, and he is gone. 48-yard run for the Rough Riders, and that's going to take the score to 20-7 here at Grand Lake Health Field.
So
another St. Mary's Foundry touchdown. Replay right here, Ron.
Yeah, just a sweep to the right side off tackle. And there he goes. At his speed, just one guy had a chance to catch him, and that was number 11, Tanner Barnhart. Couldn't get the job done.
So Bowers with the kick. Kick is good. Riders up 21-7 here on the Think First scoreboard. We'll take a break with them on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Kickoff here by Bowers. Another deep kick. That kid just got a nice leg for a high school kid. Ran back to the 21, give him 22-yard line. Ball received by the Van Wert Cougars, number 11. So Tanner Barnhorst, TJ Reynolds, getting a little bit of a break back there, Ron. He got hurt a little bit in the first half.
Yeah, going back to that touchdown, you're seeing the Riders go to what they've got, and that speed out of Howell to the outside. Not necessarily, you don't have Schlosser to bang that football up the middle.
So out with the throw, it's going to be a pickup of 6 to the outside there. And that's what they keyed on at the end of the first half, as they knew they had a gap out there in the flat. They just attacked it again with a pass from Treese to number 9, Laudick.
And that's where the coaching comes in. Good job of coaching. You take what you got and you put people in the positions where they can help you. And that's exactly what the Riders do.
And the Riders are giving up 8 yards. I mean, they're playing way off. Nice gang tackle there inside for St. Mary's. Number 4 and what looks like Trace Mabry and number 4 Lucas Walter combining on the stop, along with an assist by Brandon Paul. So 3rd down and 2 here in this pivotal Cougar drive. They don't want to give it back to the Riders. The crowd's into it. You can hear the Cowbell Mafia from up here ringing away.
They got to look for that quick pass to the outside or the quarterback draw.
Treese back in shotgun. Looking to pass, quick pass, that's off 1, off 2, looks like it almost intercepted but hit the ground. Nice coverage by number 7, Dylan Troglin, almost picking it off, ball off the hands of number 3, Connor Pratt. So incomplete pass, 4th down, expecting the kicker, Peyton McAlpine, coming out to punt it back to the Rough Riders.
He's not out there yet.
Cougars thinking long and hard about this. I don't know if I'd give the Rough Riders a field at the 31.
Yeah, they may try to draw the Riders offside, maybe.
Down to 12 seconds. Trey Fisher asking for the crowd to get involved. I would definitely expect a quarterback draw here. And it is a draw. The Rough Riders ready for it. He is down and short. 1st down, St. Mary's. They may bring the sticks out, but I don't think it's necessary. Full yard, 1.25 yards away. Nice job by that defensive line of St. Mary's to step up and play smash mouth football.
Well, somebody came in there and went low on him and stopped him dead on his tracks there.
Everybody stayed at home. I don't know if we have a replay of that. They're coming out to measure regardless, but from where we're standing, this is a 1st down for the Rough Riders on a change of possession. Just as good as a turnover.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they went for it there. I looked for them to try to draw the Riders offside, but they went for the play and didn't make it. Now their defense is going to have to step up here because the Riders, their first possession, didn't take them long to get it down there.
And Riders can pass. Kurt Bupp, like we said, 6 of 13, 3 touchdown passes. Wouldn't surprise me one bit with St. Mary's working the outside on the far side of the field that they pass a ball out here and try to make a shot. Way out wide is number 21 for St. Mary's. Going to be with Wedding coming up to the right side of the field.
That reminds me of a great coach once said, I think his name was Woody Hayes. Do you remember him?
I remember him.
Okay.
He was just about as good as Darrell Royal.
No. I don't think they were on the same page. But anyway, he said when you pass the ball, 3 things happen and 2 of them are bad.
Exactly.
So I would look for that philosophy here.
Wedding again coming up the middle on the counter. Another nice gain of 2 yards, so 3rd down and 3. This is what the Riders like to do. Down to 8:57 left in the 3rd quarter. St. Mary's leading 21-0. I'm Matt Everidge, beside me, Ron Cruzy. Ron, what do you think they're going to do, left or right here?
Well, if it's going to be Howell, I would look for him to be going to the left.
It's been pretty simple. It's Howell left, Wedding right. And straight up the middle has been Hunter Fraley. Oh, fumble by St. Mary's.
Fumble on the play.
Cougars looking like they got it. They're saying they got possession. Official says 4th down for the Rough Riders, though. Nice job recovering it by St. Mary's. So look for them to go for it here. 4th down and 4.
Now here you might see St. Mary's always like to run a counter in this kind of a situation.
Wouldn't surprise me if Howell doesn't come up the right side with it. Nice job of recovering and picking up the ball by number 55,
or
Chase Jacobs.
This would be a good place for some kind of a pass play if they got one in the book.
Well, they got him out to the left, so it normally means, oh, that's a pass. We was not expecting. Oh, worried about the. He had the catch going in. Austin Parks wide open. He just looked back at the guy that's getting ready to hit him, so he anticipated the pop. That's going to give the ball back over. So quickly, 2 turnover on downs, 1 by each team, and the Cougars now have the ball back. No worse for wear, just a little bit of lost time, Ron.
Yeah, they had the right play called. 1st down territory, just hit him right in the numbers, and unfortunately couldn't haul it in.
I mean, for St. Mary's, when they're in a 4th and 3 or a 3rd and 3, you normally expect a run. So a pass can actually break something big for them. So good job by Coach Fry trying to attempt the pass. It's going to be out far side. Tackled there by the Rough Riders, number, I want to say 57, 97. So give Blake Kenora another tackle. Another nice run. Pick up a 3. 2nd and 7. Ball out to 28. I think at some point Owen Treese is going to have to hit something deep to try to quiet the crowd on the St. Mary's side if they're going to make a run at this. Another pass right out to the flat, and again, St. Mary's just playing way off the ball.
At the end of the first half, they were able to move the ball down the field, but every time they got it down in the scoring or in the red zone, it seemed like it stalled right there with a turnover or on downs, but they just couldn't get it over the hump, so to speak.
Yeah, Fishball playing at home there only gave up 6, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. This is going to be another quarterback draw right up the middle for Treese and gain of 4.
And that's why he's the leading rusher for Van Wert. When they need something done, he's the one they call upon, whether it's running or passing.
He's hitting the O gap, the 1 gap, the 2 gap, the 3 gap. It's like he's just waiting for the hole to create. So nice vision by him, just waiting for the line to do what they can do, and then he picks the hole. So I don't think it's like an assigned, like a 6-0 or a 6-1 trap. He's picking the opening. 1st and 10 now at the 38. Treese playing from shotgun all day today. Another one right up the middle. Nice stop by the Riders there, only surrendering 2 yards. Make it 2nd and 8.
Kenora and Paul were on that tackle. Nice job of stuffing it.
Yeah, I think Woody was one of those that preached gang tackling too. So, I mean, see what they do here. Looks, I imagine it's going to be a pass out to the flat, and that's exactly what it is. Rough Riders step in front of it. Nice adjustment. Turnover. First interception of the game for the Cougars, and that's going to be an interception given to number 13 for the Rough Riders, Waylon McCollum. 1st down and 10, St. Mary's, ball at the 26. Got the replay right here, Ron.
I think that was Brandon Paul. Stepped in front of the receiver and hauled it in and took it all the way down to about the 25. So a nice job there by Brandon Paul. Dropped back, read the pass, and stepped in front of the receiver.
I do apologize for that. Nice job, Brandon Paul, getting the ball back for St. Mary's, and here they come. Swinging it wide. Not the normal wetting. And there's another holding call going to come up back against the Rough Riders. Looks like that's going to go against number 12, which is Ty Howell. He was holding his man in the backfield. So take us back 10. Looks like it's going to take us back about 11 if it's from the spot of the foul. So Rough Riders going to be 1st and 21. Although I don't think I'm going to complain about that. The last time they was at a 20 or more long distance, we had a spectacular play. So let's see what Coach Fry dials up here for the Rough Riders, down to 5:14 left in the 3rd. It's going to be another pass. Bupp throws it deep. And that's an ugly duck. And right off the hands of number 3, Connor Pratt.
Yeah, he was trying to get it to Howell down the middle, but he threw into 4 white shirts.
I'd really like to see something like a wing right waggle left, where he just rolls out to the left and hits something in the flat for maybe 10 or 11.
Just didn't get anything on that ball. It was not a spiral by any means.
I mean, St. Mary's not known to be a pocket passing team. There's a counter coming up the middle and nowhere for him to go, so Howell goes down. And Ty Howell, another 2-year Letterman senior this year. Him and Slosser both will desperately be missed at the end of the year for St. Mary's. Brings up third down, and we're in the lonesome polecat, people. If you've never seen this from St. Mary's, this can get exciting. Normally does call for a timeout on the opposite side, but they're not going to call it. They're ready for it. And if the quarterback can get away, he can run. That's what it's about, and give it to him down to the 21. So 4th and manageable for St. Mary's on the lonesome polecat.
Just a little short, gave it a lot of effort at the end, but couldn't shake the tackle. Here you're going to see it on the replay. Everybody's on the far side of the field, and Bupp takes it to the right. Breaks
normally
one tackle.
That's an advantage to the St. Mary's side. They're going to line up for a field goal here. So out to kick, it's going to be Brandon Bowers. He'll be releasing this from the 29, so a 39-yard field goal attempt.
His longest is 29.
Ball is up. It is good. When things are going right, they're going way right. The fans are going nuts 24-7. St. Mary's taking the lead. 3:50 left in the third. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsors.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Welcome back to St. Mary's, where the Rough Riders lead 24-7, Ron.
Yeah, Brandon Bowers, his longest was 29. He just made one from 39, and that might be the limit.
Yeah, 24-7, 3:50 left. So St. Mary's back to kicks. Brandon Bowers, the one that just put it through the 39-yarder, so a new career long for him. But he's got plenty of leg, as you can see. And that ball's going to go again out of the back of the end zone. So start them out at the 30.
So with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter, First National Bank Think First scoreboard, St. Mary's 24, Van Wert 7.
Defense already out there for St. Mary's. I dare to say we are at the point, though, Ron, where it's do or die time for Van Wert. Both these teams being primarily running teams. It's nothing for St. Mary's to take 5 minutes off the clock with each drive.
Yeah, with Van Wert, they desperately need a score here at the end of the third quarter or get in position where they're able to score right away in the fourth quarter.
Treese coming right up the middle, and that's going to be a big gain for Treese, and he's breaking tackles left and right, cuts it back again. Nice run by Treese. Brings it over the 50. Riders chasing him, flag out.
Down. Probably a holding.
Looked like a block in the back by number 79. I want to say 78. Right here on the cutback. Oh, we're looking at a screen in front of us. But right there was a block in the back. I don't know if they've seen that or a hold on down the field. Regardless, it's going to be a first down from where the flag was thrown right around midfield.
We're having a three-man discussion there at midfield. Here on the replay, we'll see if we can pick something up.
Running it back, and then right there is where the push was in the back by number 76. Right at the 45,
holding,
that's what I saw.
Holding on Van Wert.
So we'll see where they place that at. And we have a player down on the field. So while they're working on the player, we'll go ahead and take a break here on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back, and if you look here on the replay to the right, you can see where number 54 for the Cougars just knocked over there. So hopefully Parker Conrad, he's a wide receiver and defensive back for him, but it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 40. Ball thrown out and not caught right off of the hands of Connor Pratt again. That's a second drop for him, one on the defensive side and now the offensive side, Ron.
Yeah, that's not good help for the Cougars. You got to haul those in, and Treese knows that, but he's capable of coming up with another big play for the Cougars and get them out of trouble.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if Treese is a little bit worried about going to the left side now that St. Mary's has made that adjustment with Brandon Paul. So seem to be attacking the left side of the field now instead of the right. 3 wide left, 1 to the right, 4th one coming over, and that's going to be a draw right up the middle. Treese being corralled in after a 2-yard gain, going to make it 3rd and 8.
Yeah, he broke the tackle of Paul, but Paul floated him up enough he got some help.
Yeah, nice gang tackling on both sides tonight. Teams just flooding in. Coach Recker and Coach Fry, neither one really can complain about that. The gang tackling has been there. Going to be 3rd and 7 from the 43. This is definitely, with the clock, 4-down territory, I would think, for the Cougars at this point. So if I was them, I'd just try to get half if you can, and you got 2 plays to get this 7. Back to pass. Rough Riders chasing him. He's going to get flushed out the left side, thrown ahead, and that's going to be a 1st down on the sideline down to the 42 of St. Mary's.
Nice job there by number 11, Tanner Barnhart. He saw the quarterback in trouble come back to the football just like you're supposed to, and he's open for the reception.
Yeah, good coverage by Carson Fishball, just running with him. It was a boom, boom play. Ball was caught, then the tackle was there. There was the replay you just seen. So put them down. 1st and 10 on the 44 of St. Mary's. Going to be another sweep to the outside, pick up a 13.
I think that was number 16, Jake Hillary.
Haven't said his name too often tonight. So fresh set of legs in there for Van Wert.
He's a 205-pound senior.
Well, that'd be a lot to be taken down. Looks like we have another injury. We'll go ahead and name off all of our sponsors if we could here during this break.
We got American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, SecureCom, Cargill, The Spot, St. Henry Bank, St. Mary's Foundry, Wagner's IGA, Wayne Trail. The TD sponsors St. Mary's Foundry. Keys to the Game was brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. The replay sponsors Winners Meats, Player of the Game, NKTelco. The scoreboard, First National Bank, think First Scoreboard.
Coming back out after the timeout, defensive leaders for St. Mary's. Mabry with 43 tackles going into this game on the defensive line for the linebackers. Lucas Walter has 26. And then for the backside, Tanner Howe with 33 tackles. So that's your 3 tackle leaders for St. Mary's. 1st and 10. Looked like a screen was set up, and that is just off the hands of the Rough Riders.
Fishball is looking like, I didn't know that was not going to be touched there.
So going to make it 2nd and 10.
He just about come up with an interception.
Ball still at the 38. Well, Ron, opening game here at the stadium. What do you think of it so far?
Everything's going according to plan. If you're St. Mary's, a nice opening of the stadium, and I tell you, the facilities here are something else.
Yeah, top notch. We can't say enough about the hospitality we've had up here. Got here, the refrigerator was full, plenty to drink up here. At halftime, they fed us. Not much to complain about.
That's got to be a good view if you're traveling on 33 and you're looking over here with the lights and the stadium with the people.
Agree. So big 3rd down and 7. You can hear the Mafia kick them up, and the bells are ringing here in St. Mary's. See if the Cougars can silence them one more time. 24-7, St. Mary's leading in the third. Going to be swung out, pass over his head, and that's going to bring up 4th down, so the bells are working.
Just a difficult pass there. You know, you're rolling to your left and you're trying to throw it across your body. Your shoulders have to be square to your target, and that time unable to make the connection over the receiver's head.
I'll tell you, as I was coming down 66 today, I turned over on South Street over where the old school was at, and I looked at Skip Bachman Stadium, and it's kind of get a little soft spot in your heart when you see nobody out there working on it. But then you get here and your eyes just brighten up, because beautiful, beautiful place, and that's coming from a St. Mary's kid myself. So really proud of what the Rough Riders have going here. They already said their side is sold out for the season. 4th down and 7, pass back, thrown to the end zone, and that's going to be knocked down by the Rough Riders.
Yeah, you don't want to intercept that because the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage.
Smart play by Ty Howell, putting it down to the ground, and that's going to give St. Mary's the ball at the 25-yard line.
Here's the replay. You're going to see him throw it over the middle. He's got one receiver, and Ty Howell's got him covered.
Yeah, 12 on 12, so TJ Reynolds was kind of like a best on best back there. Ty Howell having a heck of a night running and playing defense for St. Mary's.
So less than 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
29.
That was Hunter Fraley with the carry there, a 6', 195-pound junior for the Riders. He's been handling the job up between the tackles.
Yeah, between Fraley and Wedding, that's the 2 juniors coming up for their senior year next year. So
they haven't got much yardage up the middle, but boy, Ty Howell has countered that with the outside running.
And Wedding, he's been getting going himself on the outside. We got a whistle on the field. Not sure what's going on. Rough Riders going to go back and reset. They reset the play clock, so down to 1:21 left in the third.
So Fraley comes back in the game. It looks like Wedding comes out.
St. Mary's going to change their play up.
That might be fishball. I get the 6 and the 8 is hard to see the difference from up here.
The one thing I'll say is the lighting could be just a little brighter, and that's quick tackle. And that's going to be just a gain of 1 for St. Mary's. So Kenny with the tackle. Make it 3rd and long for the Rough Riders, 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and Wedding was in the game, so that was fishball that came out. Now Reineke comes in and Freewalt comes out.
Yeah, Reineke normally goes wide as a receiver. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I think with Slosher out, the Rough Riders are pretty much stuck with their 3 running backs. It's going to be a pass, and that's going to be a catch. Nice job by St. Mary's. See if he rolls it in. That should be enough for a 1st down from where I'm at. They put it on the 30. That'll be a 1st.
That was 97. Canor with a reception.
Yeah, Canor plays tight end as well as defensive line. He's a little bit, I think, more well known for playing that defensive line, leading the team in tackles.
But in the past, he's played tackle, so he's really a blocking tight end, so to speak. And that time caught Cougars off guard with a reception.
Well, this area around here, not a quiet area for tight ends. The Wolf boys out of Minster. One played for, they both played for Tennessee, and then the other one went down to Georgia. So,
NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Friday, September 20th at 11 p.m. and Sunday, September 22nd at 4 p.m. You can also watch the games on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.com.
So that was number 7, Owen Treese on the tackle that was hurt. That's the dangers of playing him as he's been the punt returner, he's been the quarterback, been playing linebacker. I mean, he's a little bit of everywhere. They have him down as a defensive back, but with the way you put 10 in the box, you're pretty much a linebacker. So St. Mary's looking at a fresh set of downs with, well, the clock's going to run out. down to 9. They're not going to snap a play, so we'll take a break here with the Rough Riders leading 24-7 over Van Wert. We'll be right back for the start of the 4th quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
Welcome back to St. Mary's. Rough Riders getting ready to take it 1st and 10 from their 35. Ball going to be, or runner's going to be tackled just 2 yards short. Rough Riders back. Sorry about that little mess up there. He's communicating with another broadcast team up here on the in the booth. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10, St. Mary's. Bupp still in, going to go under center. Wedding and Howell, going to be another pass. Nice catch and pitch and catch. Going to be a gain of 8. So going to make it, well, they're going to give him 10 on that. So putting the ball right on the 45. So another 1st down for St. Mary's.
And that was Ty Hall. They gave him a 5-yard cushion because they know with his speed he can go right by him. So that's a pretty good connection for the Riders with a nice throw there by Bupp.
I don't know if I would give, I'd play him any looser than that.
Well, you know, it's better than giving him up a touchdown over your head, but.
I totally agree. Another run for Howell right up the middle, 5 more yards. Or give him 4 on the carry. 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good weapon there with Ty Howell with his speed. And with his ability to catch the ball, we've seen that here in this ball game now, and his ability to get to the outside, pretty good weapon.
A new player coming in for St. Mary's, number 65, Morgan Seawer, son of Scott Seawer from here in St. Mary's. O-line, they've done a nice job all night of just containing and picking up yards. Another nice run. I believe that was number 29 for St. Mary's, Hunter Fraley coming to the outside. Or no, that's number 20. So Ross Henson with a nice little run for a 1st down for St. Mary's.
Yeah, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. So Seaver comes out.
Coach Fry definitely not a coach that's scared to put a sophomore in there. He's one of those that if he thinks you're the best man for the job, you're going to play, and that's what we appreciate about him over here. So out wide is Howell again. Look, that's kind of strange to me to see him way out wide.
Single coverage out there.
Going to bring the ball back inside, and nice little gain of 2 for the Rough Riders.
You wonder what's going through Tanner Barnhart's mind. You line up and Howell's across from you and you have no help.
I definitely would say that is a advantage St. Mary's position. I mean, Howell's proven his hands are good. And I mean, even on the flip side of that, Blake Knorr, for a big man, has got some nice soft hands out there. I do like that about St. Mary's with the wing tee, the way they run it. They do spread it out just a little bit more than what it used to be. You always had 10, 11 people in the box against St. Mary's, which made it hard to run. That's another nice pick up, a 3. for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, that time you saw the formation where Knorr goes out to the left side as a blocking tight end. And that's a key that probably Howell's going to get it coming this way.
I imagine Howell's approaching 100 yards at this point. Bub going to the sideline, recovering the play himself. Down to 14 seconds on the play clock. 8:27 left in the game. Riders swing it wide again.
And I think that was Hunter Fraley that time with the carry.
Yep, number 29, Fraley. Going to be 4th and 3 for St. Mary's. I would dare to say you're getting to the point where with Slosher out and knowing that Ty Howell's pretty much your feature back at this point, if we get a first, or if St. Mary's gets a first down here, might be time to pull Howell. I mean, no sense of getting an injury. The game is pretty much out of reach for the Cougars to come back. I'd like to see them try to save him if they can. It's going to be another sweep out to the outside. That is a nice looking run for a sophomore. Number 20, Ross Henson again. Just a nice run. Pick up a 6, first down Riders.
I'll tell you one thing, he's faster than his grandpa. I know him, and he's not that fast.
I am not going to say anything about that. I'm just going to go ahead and keep calling this game because I know his grandfather as well. So make sure we know that was Ron Cruzy with that comment.
He knows me. He knows.
Ron, I must say, every time I call a game with you, it has been enjoyable. One of my favorite people to call a game with. Another nice 5-yard run for St. Mary's.
Okay. Did that still cost me $10 for you to say that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
St. Mary's 2nd down and 6. You know, I'm really surprised looking out there at the sticks. I really like how that lights up the yards to go.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't seen that in a college game.
Makes it very easy for us because it comes on there right away.
There definitely has to be a point-to-point on them. Another hand up right the middle for Henson.
So Henson's giving them some pretty good yardage up there, off tackle, up the middle. And
just 6-0, 6-1 traps. I mean, left and right. Van Wert slowly getting up off the field again.
We're getting to the point in the game where, I mean, it's so warm. I'm surprised we haven't seen more cramps out there. Probably kudos to the coaching staff for getting fluids in these players.
Well, I did notice on the sidelines for St. Mary's, they have they're like bars with 6 hoses coming down. So I think there's a constant flow of water out there for the players, which, you know, really does beat the water bottle thing. And then each team's got Gatorade right on the back side. Okay, there you go, Ron. Big trivia question. Where was Gatorade invented?
I think that was in Florida.
University of Florida.
Yeah. That's why they call it Gatorade.
Exactly. Now, how long do you
thought
think
you were going to get me on that?
Well, my question is, how long do you think it took Spurrier to share that with everybody?
Yeah.
Back to passes, Bupp. He's in trouble, and that's going to be a sack. Big loss for the Rough Riders, bringing them up to 4th and forever. Here comes the punt crew.
Yep.
I don't know, but at this point with Bowers punting, I might be worried he puts it in the back of the end zone. I mean, the kid's got a leg.
The chance is pretty good he's going to get it inside the 20.
I think the thing I like most about Brandon Bowers is I look by his name and he's only a sophomore, so young player, getting some varsity time.
He's a good-looking athlete. If you watch him run, he just glides.
That's a nice punt, and that's going to be fair caught down at the 12. So as they change possession, we'll take a break as well here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Down to 5:01 left in the fourth. Rough Riders in control 24-7. Van Wert looking to claw their ways back here. Don't ever count the Cougars out. See what they can't do with their quarterback. Handoff up the middle. And that's going to be a tackle right there. So TJ Reynolds with the run up the middle.
Yeah, we're under 5 minutes, so they're going to have to strike quickly and often here in the last 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, they're definitely at the point where they need to air the ball out. Running is not going to help you at this point. I'm going to probably look more like Kenton than Van Wert at this point in the game. Ball thrown out. Now, he took a knee when he caught that, it looked like, but they're going to move him on up to the 20.
So the Riders will give them the short passes right now. They don't want anything over their heads, and then they want to swarm tackle the football. And that way the clock keeps running, and they can control the game on the defensive side.
Right now, looking at some scores across the league. They're announcing over the loudspeaker. You may be able to hear them. So that's a first down run for Van Wert. But methodically going down the field is not to the advantage of them.
Yeah, so they start the clock. They need to get the play in quickly.
They just added 8 seconds to the clock and then it started ticking it. So 3:42. First and 10 at the 25. I mean, for Van Wert, I mean, if you can go down on this drive and score, I mean, that's even a moral victory. And that's going to be another nice gang tackle right at the line by St. Mary's. So credit the whole defensive line for St. Mary's on that tackle. So we'll give that one to Dunn, Hammonds, Place, Witten, and Mabry.
So the cornerback on this side giving him about a 10-yard cushion here. That's Troglin.
Another pass up the middle, out of reach, and that takes it to. Quickly moves it to 3rd and 10 for the Cougars. Again, the defense by St. Mary's starting defense. Kenor, Mabry, Fisher, Fraley, Foltz, Allen, Walter, Slosher, Paul, Freewalt, Howell, Fishball, Troglin, and Wedding. All of them just playing great defense tonight as a team. Only giving up 7 points.
They're running some defensive linemen in and out, keep them fresh. Oh.
And just off the hands of number 8 for Van Wert. So Caden Bates unable to bring that in, and that's going to be a first down St. Mary's.
Well, it's 4th down now. So.
Oh, I thought that was 4th. My bad. Well, we're always supposed to make one mistake in the broadcast, and I guess I officially did.
blame it on that guy that had the light on over there.
Yeah. Going to try the same pass, swinging it out to the 30, and the Rough Riders give up the first down.
Yeah. But it's a short pass. Nothing hurt there.
I mean, for St. Mary's, that's still a positive at this point. You didn't get anything past you. And at this rate, if this is how they're going to go down the field, 235 ain't enough to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, they don't want them to score, but yet they'll give up the short pass.
Another throw out to the flat, and he's going to get out of bounds about the 49 of St. Mary's. Another first down, and that will stop the clock with 2:23 left in the fourth.
Another just an out route.
Van Wert still with 3 timeouts.
He had about a 5-yard cushion there, and they completed the pass. So give credit to the Cougars.
Well, St. Mary's Brandon Paul did. He eventually made them pay for that.
That time Kenor was lined up off sides.
And they're calling, I think they called false start on the Cougars.
Really?
Yep. That's one thing we can say, too, about both teams. I mean, they have not given up a lot of penalty yards on either side. St. Mary's this year on penalties, they've had 16 for 137. Their opponents have had 18 for 149, so that is definitely a stat they've been winning. St. Mary's showing pressure. Another flip out throw, and he turns to the inside, which is not what he needs to do. He should have went to the sideline, but clock will continue to run. 9-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6.
Well, for being a team that relies on the run, any team, you do not want offensive penalties, because that really puts you behind the 8 ball.
Absolutely. Another pass, but they come to the inside. Gang tackle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 riders on the ball. That is what it's about. I'm sorry, 8 riders touched that ball carrier. That's impressive numbers.
So inside 150.
Again, nice job of catching it on the run. They're going to cut it back. Coming through the middle, St. Mary's is not going to get him down. It looks like he made it across.
They're going to call him down right short of the goal line.
All right, going to be 1st and goal on the 1-inch line.
So that's not what the Riders had planned there. They wanted to give up the short pass and make the tackle, but they didn't do the latter.
And this is the type of plays and a string of plays that can just bring injury. I mean, you're going to have a goal line stand here in the front. They're going to run it up the middle. And that's in. And then you got the danger of an onside kick coming, I would imagine, with 1:11 left in the game.
So the First National Bank scoreboard stands at 24-13 now.
And that was another touchdown brought to you by the St. Mary's Foundry, our touchdown sponsor here on NKTelco Sports, with our entire production being sponsored by the same people that are the new sponsors here for the stadium, Grand Lake Health.
So they're going for the PAT.
So back to put it in to bring it to a 10-point lead for the Riders. Kicks up, it's good. And score now on the Think First scoreboard, 24-14. We'll take one last commercial break here on NKTelco Sports.
In the Grand Lake Health System, great health care is about creating a personalized experience. We're here for you at every stage of your life, to care for you with compassion and courtesy, to support you with an honest approach that values communication and actively seeks your collaboration, to treat you in a safe, welcoming environment where quality and service always come first, to create truly grand experiences. For more, visit grandlakehealth.org/grandexperience.
Welcome back to St. Mary's, where the Rough Riders enjoy a 24-14 lead. Nice little drive there, though, by Van Wert.
Yeah, they just took what the Riders gave them, and all it took was a couple missed tackles there on the scoring play, and they're on the board.
Van Wert taking their time to come out of this. We're assuming there's going to be an onside kick attempt here. St. Mary's definitely sends out their hands team. One person back is going to be who you expect to be back there, Ty Howell. Going over to the far hash mark, and they are definitely unbalanced at this point, so an onside kick looks like it's going to be coming. Now they're going to change it up.
Bring it over to the near hash mark here.
Saying I think they should have three on the, they have three on the far side, so. And there's going to be a timeout taken. Looks like it's going to be by them. And we'll go ahead and we'll thank our sponsors one last time here while they take this time out. So I'll hand it over to Ron Cruzy for a sponsor.
American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Sweeterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Sweeterman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, SecureCom, Cargill, The Spot, St. Henry Bank, St. Mary's Foundry, Wagner's IGA, Wayne Trail, the touchdown sponsor, St. Mary's Foundry, Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza, the replay sponsor, Winners Meats, player of the game sponsor, NKTelco. The scoreboard is sponsored by First National Bank. Think first.
All right, so they're lining up for the onside kick again. Remember, the defensive side can advance this ball. The offensive side can only recover. So we'll see if the onside kick attempt is going to be successful here. Kicking, it's going to be Peyton McAlpine. Kicks it down deep into the second row. Rough Riders look like they have it. It's still a scrum, though, down on the 38, or I'm sorry, call it the 44. Whistle blown dead, and it's going to be Van Wert ball. So Van Wert gets it off the deflection.
That took one big bounce, and that's when it should have been caught, but it wasn't.
Van Wert's going to have to go deep at this point if they want to stay in this game. It's going to have to be a quick score, Ron.
Yep, 1:06 left. They can't allow the clock to keep running, so
here's
it's going to have to be a. And there you see that big bounce and a good effort there
by Knorr.
Yep, but couldn't come up with it.
I mean, I think you stand at about a 15% recovery rate for one of these. At two of them in a game, it's a lot lower. So that's going to be a nice pitch and catch to the outside for a gain of 7. Only takes 5 seconds off the clock.
And he was able to get out of bounds. That's the key right there, because it wasn't far enough for a first down.
I mean, Van Wert does need 10 points, so if they can get it down to the 20-yard line with 40 seconds left, don't be surprised they don't go for the field goal to get them in quick. One more onside kick. So ball snap. Going to be rolling out. He's going to do a keeper. Does not appear to have gotten the first down, so they're going to have to burn a timeout.
They marked it short, so it's going to be 3rd and 1.
You know, Ron, we got some high drama going here. We'll just keep it right here and continue to talk about the teams. I mean, you don't expect to get the onside kick, but when you do, that's where momentum can change and shift in a football game. I mean, it gets you a little bit high-spirited getting something you're not supposed to.
Yeah, the defense has to go back out there and stop them again. They weren't able to do that the last possession. And right now they're in the same mode. You'll give up the short pass, but if you can, you want to keep them in bounds if at all possible, so the clock becomes your friend.
Yeah, Van Wert still with 2 timeouts and 52 seconds. I mean, all of us that watch college football seen the Tulane-Houston game. 17 seconds, they scored a touchdown and 72 yards. It doesn't take much. So Rough Riders on high alert here as the two teams come back out on the field. All varsity starters back in for St. Mary's.
Defensive backfield, you got Fishball on the far side. You got Howell back there and Troglin and
Ian Place, number 6.
So they want to keep the ball in front of them. Make sure you make the tackle.
3rd down and 2, so if the Rough Riders can stop them here, they're still talking in midfield.
And don't be surprised that Van Wert might have called 2 plays here in the huddle and could possibly run that quarterback draw, get the first down, stop the clock long enough to get another snap off here.
That's exactly what I would expect here. I believe St. Mary's is looking for it too. Linebacker's dead center. And there's nowhere to go, and he's down. That is death. That hurts. That, if you're a Van Wert fan, that one hurts. And the clock is still running. No timeout called. Finally got the timeout. 42.4, but Ron, just a costly mistake there, making it 4th down now and 9.
Yeah, and this is where that timeout, when they had to call a timeout before the onside kick, this is where that comes into play. It hurts them because that's one more timeout they could have had.
Yeah, at this point, you really don't have no choice but to go deep. I wouldn't be surprised they don't come out with trips and try to do something like St. Mary's did earlier in the game with the hook and ladder. I mean, if you have a trick play, this is the time to play it.
And I don't think they have any more timeouts left.
Yeah, that's the last timeout for Van Wert. St. Mary's still holding 2, along with a 10-point lead. 24-14, 42.4 seconds left in the game. Onside kick recovered by Van Wert after scoring to fall down by 10.
So we have 4th down here. If the Riders knock down the pass, the game is pretty much over. They can go to victory formation. But before that happens, they got to make a play on the ball right here.
I'd say St. Mary's is probably going to send the house at this point, and the house totally includes number 35, Tanner Howell. And Howell's coming up through the middle, and they're chasing. Throws whipped out, and that's going to be caught and out of bounds at the 25, 1st down.
Nice catch here. He got both feet in. That was a big-time catch.
Decision-making time now for Van Wert. Do they kick the field goal here, or do they go and continue?
Yeah, I think they just continue.
So 26-yard line, that would be a 36 plus 7, so 43-yard field goal attempt from there. That's a little bit much for a high school kid. I believe that was St. Mary's' longest ever. Another touch pass out of bounds takes clock down to 30.6.
Well, able to get out of bounds once again.
Another 8-yard gain.
So Van Wert, they are executing very well right now.
8 yards. Down to the 18 of St. Mary's. Van Wert refusing to go silently in the night.
St. Mary's had them down to the last play and couldn't come up with a 4th down stop.
Cowbells are ringing. And there's going to be a rush up the middle. And that's...
And the clock's going to keep running.
Clock, no way to stop the clock. 2nd down. Rough Riders going to take their time getting up. Quickly under center. It's going to be a spike on the ground. 14.8 left. Takes it to 4th down and 5. For Van Wert on the St. Mary's 21. This has got to be a shot to the end zone. They do not have the time to waste on it anymore because they still have to do another onside kick at this point.
Unless they go out of bounds or score, the clock's going to keep going for an incompletion.
So another throw to the outside, and that's incomplete. And as Big Ralph would say, time to put them on the bus. This one belongs to the Rough Riders. So turnover on downs for St. Mary's. Score 24-14.
And this will be the victory formation for the Riders.
Yeah, one of the few staffs, St. Mary's is going to come out and not be in the wing tee tonight. Got to be a nice feeling for the team. So Bupp with a nice all-around game for St. Mary's. And this will bring the Rough Riders to 2-2. Have a win over top of Sydney and a win over top of Van Wert. Lost to OG and Walpock back-to-back. So Bupp under center, takes the knee, and that's going to be the end of the game here. Final score, 24-14. We'll be right back with final stats here on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpock, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
welcome back to St. Mary's for this Grand Lake Health presentation. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at final stats. We're going to hand it over to you, Ron. Let's look at the final stats with Ron Cruzy.
All right, for Van Wert, rushing wise, 167 yards. St. Mary's Rough Riders, 249 yards. Passing, that went to Van Wert, 194 yards, 52 yards for the Riders. Total yardage, 361 total yards for Van Wert compared to 301 total yards for St. Mary's. Penalty-wise, there's 4 penalties on each team. 35 yards for Van Wert and 44 yards for St. Mary's. Turnovers were even at 2 and 2. So number-wise, pretty even. The only number lopsided, obviously, was the passing yardage for Van Wert, 194 to 52 for the Riders. But that doesn't surprise anybody. The Riders' game is rushing, and they did a good job.
Exactly. I mean, this game tonight, you could say it was 82 years in the making. St. Mary's comes out, opens up their inaugural game here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, and the top player in that for St. Mary's tonight would be who for our player of the game?
That'd be number 12, Ty Howell. Offensively, defensively, punt returns, he did everything tonight, and he broke a couple big ones, one being that hook and lateral over there on the far side of the field in the first half. Big play for St. Mary's, and he just kept doing it. He just kept doing it, running outside, running wide, and with his speed, a very good job. And he showed his speed on the defensive end, breaking up some nice passes, and like I said, he did everything. So he's the player of the game. That's brought to you by NKTelco.
Like we said, with Schlosser down, he'll probably be the biggest ball handler for St. Mary's. So we'd like to thank our director, Bryce Hambrick, assistant director, Ian Bullheimer. On our cameras, Kurt Kuffner, Josh Miller, and Taylor Wisman. As for Ron Cruzy here, my name is Matt Everidge, and this is another production of NKTelco Sports.